Welcome to this ultimate CapCut PC tutorial. CapCut is a free and easy-to-use video editing software by ByteDance, known for its intuitive interface, powerful tools, and AI features. It offers amazing features and tools like cutting, transitions, effects, text, subtitles, and green screen, perfect for beginners and pros. Ideal for YouTube, TikTok, and social media editing, CapCut is available on PC, mobile, and online. In this tutorial, I'll take you from a complete beginner to a pro using CapCut PC. Whether you want to create YouTube videos, TikToks, or professional edits, this guide has got you covered. We'll start with the basics and gradually move into advanced techniques, including transitions, keyframes, masking, color grading, and more. Stay until the end to learn insider tips and tricks that will take your video editing skills to the next level. Let's get started. First, let's download and install CapCut PC. Open your web browser and go to the official CapCut website. And I am using Chrome for this tutorial, so just type CapCut.com. Then click on the download for free button, then wait for the installer to be downloaded. Once the download is complete, open the installer and follow the on-screen instructions. You might need to grant necessary permissions to install the software. After installation, open CapCut, and CapCut will analyze your computer to see if it will be able to run smoothly. So, click on New Project to start a new editing space. Now, let's explore the interface. This is the CapCut PC interface. The main workspace consists of 5 key areas. So, the first part is the Media and Effects panel. And in this panel, you have different tabs. First is the Media tab, where all imported files, including video clips, images, and audio files, are stored. And there is also the Audio tab, Text tab to add text to your project, Sticker tab for stickers, Effects tab for amazing video effects, Transition tab, Caption tab, Filters and Adjustment tab. Second is the Timeline, which is the main editing area where you arrange and edit clips. Then the Preview window, which is a real-time preview of your edits. The Toolbar, which has the essential tools you will use to edit your footages on the timeline. The Project Details and the Attributes section, which also have all the details of your project, and also if you select a footage on the timeline. It also reveals all the editing attributes in CapCut PC you can apply on the project you are editing. So, you can edit your video like scaling up the video, rotating and positioning it at where you want. And you can also edit your audios in the Audio tab, and can also edit the speed of your footage in the Speed tab, add custom animations to your footages in the Animations tab. And CapCut has a lot of animations to use for free. And lastly, adjust the colors of your videos using the Adjustment tab. And don't worry about all these, because I will show you how to use them later in the tutorial. Now let me show you how to import your footages to the Media panel and make some basic editing. To start editing, you need to import your files. You can simply drag and drop videos, images, and audio into the Media panel. Alternatively, click on Import, and this dialog will open for you to select the footage, and click on Open to be added to the Media panel. So, you can also do a lot of things on the Media panel before you even add it to the timeline. So let me show you how to make a pre-trim before adding to the timeline. So select the footage, then bring your cursor to the beginning of the footage, then click and drag to trim it. And you can also move the cursor to the end of the video and trim it from there too. So, you can drag and drop the footage to the timeline, or you can click on this plus icon here to add it to the timeline. And if you want to arrange the clips on the timeline, select the footage you want to move, then drag and drop it at where you want it to be. For better organization, it's good practice to rename files and arrange them into folders inside CapCut. This helps keep your project clean. Now, let's begin editing. To cut or trim clips, select the clip on the timeline, then move the playhead to where you want to make the split, and click the Split tool to make a split at where the playhead is. You can delete unwanted parts by selecting the unwanted clips and click on the delete icon to delete it, or press the delete key on the keyboard to delete it. And if you want to make a trim, first select the footage you want to trim, then place the mouse cursor on the edge of the footage. Then the cursor will change to the trim icon, and all you will need to do is click and drag inward to make the trim. And you can also do it on the other side too. And if you want to make multiple splits at once, just press B on the keyboard, and the cursor will change into the split tool, which looks like a blade. So, move the split tool across the footage, and with one click, your footage will be splitted. So let me show you a simple trick I do when I use the split tool. So first I will press B on the keyboard, so I can use the split tool. Then I will come to this particular place, and select the turn on preview axis. So this will preview wherever you will place the cursor on the footage in the preview window, so you can see where you make your split, without moving the playhead. So, let's go through the other remaining tools on the toolbar. So first come and click on this arrow here, and you will see 4 tools. The first is the select tool. And the select makes you select clips and also move clips to anywhere you want on the timeline. The second is the split, and makes you split your footages using this blade icon. And as you can see, when the split is selected, I will not be able to move or select footages unless I change it to the select tool. Then third tool is the select leftward. So, if you click on it, the cursor changes into 2 arrows facing the left. With a simple click you will be able to select all footages on the left side of the arrow. So instead of highlighting all the footage, you can use to select leftward to select it, and you can move to anywhere you want. So, the next is the select rightward, and you can use to select all clips to the right of the footages on the timeline. But when using the select leftward and select rightward, it selects everything, so if you have text and effect, it will be selected. Now let's move to the toolbar. One is the undo, which will help you undo any changes you made on a project you are working on. So, if you mistakenly delete a footage in your project, with one click, the changes are back. The next tool is the redo, opposite to the undo. It redo any changes you have undo in the project. The next after the split tool is delete left. So, this will delete the footage on the left side of the playhead, and I use it a lot when editing. So, if I want to delete all this part of my video, I will place the playhead at this place, then click on the delete left to delete it. And the next tool is the delete right, which also delete part of the clip that is on the right side of the playhead. The next tool is the delete tool, to delete any selected file on the timeline. And this tool is the marker, so when you are editing and you decide to skip a particular place, you can place a marker there, so it will always remind you that location. The next tool is the freeze, which frees a particular frame of a selected footage. And next one is the reverse, lets you reverse selected footages. So, if you want to reverse a footage, first select the footage, then click on the reverse, so CapCut will reverse that footage for you. Then there is the mirror tool, makes you change the direction of your footage with one click. Then the rotate tool, make you rotate your footages, and the crop ratio tool, which make you crop some portion of your footage out. So, for the transcript and split scenes I will show you how to use them later in the tutorial. So let's jump to the other side of the toolbar. And the first tool is the voiceover. So with this you can easily record your voice over the project you are editing. So just click on it, then click here to start recording. The next tool is main track magnet, and if this tool is turned off, you can place footages at the place you want on the main track. But if you turn it on, it combines all footages together, leaving no spaces in between them. And then next tool is the auto snapping. When this tool is turned on, it gives you a form of guidance when moving your clips on the timeline. So the next tool is linkage, and when this is turned on, it links other files like the text and effects to footages on the main track. So let me add text to the timeline, then I will turn the linkage on. So if I try to move the footage where the text starts, it will automatically select the text while you are moving the footage. The next tool is the preview axis, and when this tool is turned on, you can preview any part of the project you are editing by hovering the mouse cursor on it. The next is the zoom to fit timeline, and this tool will stretch your footage across the timeline, no matter the duration of the project you are editing. And if you want to zoom in and zoom out on the timeline, you can use this slider to do just that. And all these tools have shortcuts that makes them easy to access these using keys on the keyboard. So just hover the cursor on it to reveal the shortcut. And also, you can come and click on shortcut here to reveal all shortcuts in CapCut PC. So, if you want to change, select the shortcut you want to change, then press on the key you want to replace with, follow the on-screen prompt, then click save. So let me show you 3 other features I use every time I am editing. So, the first tool on the preview window is this icon, so let's click on it. Then you will see this slider, and if you move it to the right, it zooms in the video you are editing on the preview window. And you can use this box here to navigate through the zoomed-in preview. And if you move the slider to the left, it zooms out the video you are editing on the preview. And the next tool helps you to change the aspect ratio you want to use. So if you are editing for TikTok or YouTube Shorts, you can change it to 9:16. And if you are creating long-form YouTube videos, you can use 16:9. So, you can use any aspect ratio you want depending on the platform you will be posting your videos. And the last tool gives us a full-screen preview of the project we are editing. So, you will be using all these features in every step of this tutorial. So, when you come to the timeline, there are some useful features you have to know. And the first one is the main track or the roll layer, which is this layer, which holds your main footages. And the second is the overlay track or the B-roll layer, which are layers above the main layer. So, the difference between a roll or the main track and a B-roll or overlay track is, the B-roll have the first priority over the A-roll. So if you place a B-roll footage on an A-roll footage, B-roll footage will rather be previewed over A-roll footage. And also, if you come to this side of the timeline, you will find these three icons, which the first one looks like a padlock. So this is the lock track, and it locks the track and won't be able to edit any clip on that layer. The second tool, which looks like an eye, and it's used to hide or show layer, and if you hide a particular layer, it won't be previewed on the preview window. And the last one is mute, which mutes any audio on that track. So, if you select your footage, you can make your footages bigger using the scale slider, and you can position it at where you want using the position on the X or Y axis. Then you can rotate your clips to any degrees you want using rotate, and alternatively, you can also achieve all this on the preview window. So if you want to increase or decrease the size of your clip, you can use this dot on each corner of the footage to do that. So click and drag inward or outward. And as you can see, this icon is the rotate icon. So if you want to rotate the clip, you use this. And you can also click and drag your footage to anywhere you want. And I think this is much easier to use, but if you want a precise location, then you can use the one on the attribute panel. So in the next section, we'll cover everything about audio in CapCut, so you will learn how to add audio, edit, and enhance audio in CapCut to make your videos more engaging. So if you have any question, leave it in the comments section. And if you like this video, give us a like and also subscribe. See you in the next video.